FA Cup winners only policy in the studio tonight. And I don't know who's making that noise, but so Alan Shearer is on the commentary gantry.
I'm really surprised. It doesn't look like a team that I think can win the game. I don't think there's enough experience in it.
It's ringing. Can you hear it, Tommy?
Surely. With an FA Cup winners only policy in the studio. Who's making that noise, but that's me! Alongside Steve Bauer. Alan, it's toasty in this studio. It's a bit noisy as well. I don't know if somebody's sending something on someone's phone. I think it's a joke. I don't know whether you heard it at home.
Here we are at the Wolves Stadium. It's like some French name, but I don't know where it is. Here's the BBC studio for the FA Cup. FA Cup replay with the Liverpool versus Wolves. This is the FA Cup. Won't really get in their way, but we have just landed it, so let's go. So as we can see, we just landed the Sexton's box. Here we are, just making our way around the what's the stadium called?
Molineux.
The Molineux Stadium, Wolves. Very good pitch.
I think can win the game. I don't think there's enough experience in the team.
Okay, well, we'll find out shortly. We've an FA Cup winners only policy in the studio tonight. And I don't know who's making that noise, but so Alan Shearer is on the commentary gantry alongside Steve Bauer. Alan, it's toasty in this studio. It's a bit noisy as well. I don't know if somebody's sending something on someone's phone. I think it's a joke. I don't know whether you heard it at home, but how's it on the gantry? A bit chilly?
Yeah, it's very cold. My ears are cold, so yours will be freezing up here, Gary.
What do you see in this game tonight, Alan? How do you see it going?
Well, Wolves will feel very hard done by because they felt they scored a legitimate goal and they should have been through to the next round. They'll want to try and rectify that tonight. He's put a similar team out to that game, a couple of changes from that first game. So they'll be confident. They'll go at Liverpool. They know that even though Liverpool have changed their team around, confidence in the football club at Liverpool is not great. So I think Wolves will go after them.
Are you surprised at the changes Klopp's made, Alan, as well as Danny?
Yeah, I am. I'm really surprised because as a player, you want to put things right. They had a terrible game at the weekend. Those players that played will know that. They would have wanted to get out this evening and change that. But he's changed it. He's put some youngsters in there. It's a chance. He needed some energy. And they've got to bring energy to this team and to that football club because that's the one thing they've been missing, certainly at the weekend anyway.
As for Liverpool, what's missing this season, Danny?
I think the beginning of the season there was some complacency set in. A lot of the players haven't had any competition for their places for a long time. I think they were tired a little bit from the season before, played in every game available the season before. Mental disappointment of missing out on Champions League and the league to City. And then I think you lose some confidence when you lose games. You know, top players lose confidence. And I think there's been too many different team selections. I think this is the 13th or 14th different back four we're seeing tonight.
Well, when you were at Manchester United, you were there. There were serial winners, weren't there? How difficult is it, and what is the secret to keeping that consistency at that high level?
Because especially with us, we've got the budget. So it's hard to build and hard to bring in other players. But if you look at Lopetegui's done, he's brought some really good top-class players. You know, they're playing, as Danny Murphy said, they're playing some really good attacking football. And it's always hard to keep doing it year after year after year, as we're seeing with Liverpool at the moment.
Getting rinsed all around the moment.
Just keep doing it year after year after year, as we're seeing with Liverpool.
Oh my God! Holding in the window, we didn't see him. I'm not in the phone anymore.
I think the beginning of the season there was some complacency set in.
This is a piss bag, isn't it?
They were tired a little. He's not going to be swayed by the odd bad result. He's going to stay focused on what he wants.
And I think it's quite fortunate in a way for Wolves because they actually went for Michael Beale. And they went for Lopetegui first. Yeah. Because of personal reasons, he didn't take the job. But next went for Michael Beale. Yeah. He actually turned it down. So it's kind of fell in Wolves' lap, to be honest.
Will you stop making those noises, Danny?
It's not me.
It's definitely.
They've been more attacking Wolves, actually. They have. They've taken more risks. I mean, the jury's still out a little bit because they were a bit lucky at Everton. Leon Bailey missed the last-minute chance of Villa. And they did lose to Forest in the League Cup. So.
I mean, he's managed some big clubs, this guy. Obviously, he had the old scandal around when he was at the Spanish manager. He announced that he was going to Real Madrid.
Yeah. So much going on.
We have some very exciting breaking news for
a great game today. Very great game today. Very great game today. But up in the studio, we had some bit of a disrespectful comeuppance. But yes, apart from that, great game. Here is Liverpool's dressing room. No kids about. Here's where they will be tomorrow. Here's where Klopp is going to be having a Macca. Having a plop. Molyneux. Here it is, the home dressing room. We've got all the players here. Diego Costa's playing for them.
Yeah.
And Real, Totti Real. They got Neves there, Neto.
Yeah, look at this. Freezing.
Shall I jump in?
Alan, thank you very much. Get yourself in the warm, and if you ever pull a prank like that at the beginning of the show again when you're not sitting in the studio, you're done. We're done, okay?
You know that was Murphy's fault, not mine.
Not at all. Wasn't the most exciting game we've ever seen, especially after the start we had. I meant on the pitch.
It's been an experience, Gary, tonight. Let's say that. It has been an experience.
It's certainly been the first in many ways.
Don't invite me again, please. Be great for the club and I'm away from the wife, so it's even better.
She'll kill you for that.
Her words. It wasn't you and the wife then behind there earlier on.
It wasn't me, that's for sure. Nothing else was behind there.
So that's it. Liverpool win it with a Harvey ball banger.